What's up, fight fans? What's up, combat sports community? It's your boy Ike Feldman with Daily Mail Sport, being joined by none other than Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. His hair just gets better and better and better year by year. I don't know what the secret is, but Mr. Thompson, how we doing?
Doing good, my man. Excited to be on with you, Ike. I appreciate you having me on, brother.
Likewise, I appreciate it. Can
And I
talk
had to
about
I
you.
had to get the haircut, not for the fight this weekend, but for to be on your show, bro. So I had to make sure it looked good.
Oh man. Have you ever thought about an open mic? You're sharp, you're funny, you're witty.
I'm trying, man. I think that would be fun. A little improv. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that'd be fun. You do that kind of stuff?
No, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have the the body parts. I don't know what to do. Like I feel like Weidman thinks he's really funny too. Like
Yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, Wyman on like an improv night or open mic would be freaking hilarious, dude. Just watching him up there and nobody laughing.
did you ever see him on the desk with the Wayne show when they all wore the goggles after the eye pokes?
Oh, dude, no, I don't think I saw that, bro. Was that his idea
No, they
to wear
showed
the
up and
goggles?
they planned it around him. And DC, I believe John and Laura, they all had like those goggles from science class on.
Oh
And
God.
Chris was like, real funny, real funny. And then he roasted each and one of them. And I was like, wow, wow. I was like, that's my man, Chris.
Well, he's good at it, man. The dude's from New York. It's like Conor McGregor being from, Ireland. Like they have the gift of gab and they're super witty because they're always busting each other's balls constantly. So they're good at it. So I'm not really that good at it being from the South. Like it's not happening. So like Chris Weidman's super good at it. He can roast you and make it funny and make you laugh about it.
Well, it's part of the pot that is the Longo gym. I'm
Yep.
from like literally 30 minutes from where Chris is, but things hit me tomorrow. Like it like takes a while. People are like, dude, are you from Cali? I'm like, no, they're like, you're so laid back. I'm like, no, just a little slow and just operate at my own speed. But we were operating at Wonder speed, Wonder Boy speed, lightning speed, that is. Before we talk about you, Mr. Thompson, and your fight coming up this weekend against Gabriel Bonfim, young
Yes, sir.
Brazilian strangler. I know you got that skinny neck like me. It helps us in the training room. We'll get out any guillotine. I
100%.
guarantee
That's
that.
the plan, bro.
But
That's the
Sensei
plan.
Seth, I've know you've heard of this fella. And I have no idea if he has any formal background in wrestling or grappling, but the dude has become a sumo champion rocking belts. Talk to me about that. Does he have a wrestling background or grappling background? And what are your thoughts about one of your buddies just flinging dudes in a diaper?
Dude, he's killing it. I think he definitely found his niche. I think he played football. So, I mean, I got a younger brother that played college football as well. I mean, he's got the body for it, right? And they're kind of very similar, their stances and with how they start and basically how they push each other. So I think Sensei Seth kind of found his niche. It's kind of similar to what he's used to, which is football and running into people. But he's also got like this karate footwork and movement and his ability to be able to feel guys' like energy, right? And he's able to manipulate that. So he's really good at it, man. And he's super athletic. He's a very, very athletic guy. Very athletic guy. Like I got a younger brother who's like 280, and he doesn't look athletic, but he can just stand there and do a backflip like it's nothing. And
Oh,
I think
really?
that's
Wow.
deceptive. Oh yeah. So since they said, I think it's really cool to be able to see him go out there and experiment with different types of martial arts, and through that found the one that like he fell in love with, which is sumo. So it's so cool to watch him go out there and do his thing. I want him to go to Japan. Like that's like the creme de creme is going to Japan and competing there. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, I think it's cool.
You learn something new every day. I had no idea that was a Japanese art. Wow.
Yeah, bro. Sumo is a Japanese art, and sumo wrestlers, the big dudes, they're one that wear that, but they're like sex symbols in Japan.
I know.
No, 100%. I swear. Isn't that true, Pops?
What's that?
Sumo wrestlers are like sex symbols in like
They are.
Japan.
They are.
They are.
So
Like the
I've
bigger, the better, dude.
the
Bigger the belly,
so
the
I've heard of the whole like Russian kind of Russia and Cuban like Spartan system, like the best fighters get like the best fruit and the best
Yeah.
women, the best sleeping situation. But now you're telling me sumo's like that. Incredible.
Another sport you got to check out too is Turkish oil wrestling. Have you seen that?
I've just discovered the Senegal wrestling, but now
Okay.
I have to check out the Turkish.
Turkish oil. I think it's Turkish. I think
Is
it's
it funded
Turkish
by
oil.
P Diddy?
No. I knew that was
You
coming
set
though.
me up. You set me up.
Bro, I got you. No, it's actually called Turkish oil wrestling. And then you have like I don't know what it's called, but it's based out in Africa. And dude, it's just look up African wrestling. It's crazy. It's
Okay.
awesome. I've
Yeah.
never and I just found out about these like recently. And of course, Turkish oil wrestling has been around for like, I don't know, several thousands of years, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's been around forever. Pretty cool stuff to check into.
That is a good thing for the internet for us to learn more, folks. Um,
Exactly.
Switching gears a little from sumo, and the bigger the better when it comes to sumo guys and their
Size.
size.
Their belly.
Um, Karate, the
Yes.
generation we've seen yourself. Uh, your generation would be, is Justin Scoggins considered your generation? A lot of people may not know about Justin, but he had a stint in the UFC. Very exceptional karate background. We of course know about Michael Venom Page and Leota
Yep.
Machida. Talk to me about what can we expect? Do you have any like intel for future karate MMA athletes?
Well, yeah, man. Actually, funny you said that. Justice Scoggins got his start out at our gym when he was 3 years old.
Whoa! I didn't know that. I've learned two
Yeah, when he
things.
was three, came up, taught him when he was 3 years old, all the way up until he was probably early 20s, and ended up going off doing his own thing after that. But found a gym. I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah, we were his start,
Wow.
upstate karate in Simpsonville, which is pretty cool. But yeah, for all the karatekas out there, man, for the longest, people have looked down on us, and you know, understandably, because there was a lot of McDojo schools out there at the time. And I think it was like, in the 80s, early 90s, the Karate Kid movie came out. And I think it was a way for a lot of these guys who weren't deserving to open a school to make a quick buck and just open up schools left and right and put out poor quality students. And that's not the way to do it. The traditional karate, I mean, look at Lyoto Machida, traditional karate stylist. I think he's Shotokan karate. I don't think he's Kyokushin, but traditional karate stylists made it work in the UFC. And people don't realize there is grappling in karate. There's judo, there's grappling, there's obviously striking. So if you're out there, and don't hesitate, my man. Like don't sit there and listen to the naysayers. You can go out there and you can make it work for yourself. I mean, MVP comes from a karate background. Spent years in the point fighting world, and he's crushing it. We had two guys come from the point fighting world and undefeated in Muay Thai, undefeated in kickboxing. It's different and hard to deal with. So if you're a karate guy, make it work.
And do you like the rules with karate combat? I believe it's like maybe 10 seconds on the floor with the ground and pound. Have you tuned into some karate
Oh
combat?
yeah, I commentate for
Oh,
a karate combat.
I'm sorry.
No, it's so good. It's so good. It's been a while since I've
I
done it. It's
can't
been
hear
almost
you
like a
over
year.
Robin Black. I'm sorry.
It's been almost a year since I have, because I've had fights coming up and just a lot of things going on. But I commentate
Nice.
for karate combat, and I think it's cool because I like the ground and pound because it makes it more realistic in a street situation. 99.9% of the time in a street situation, you are going to end up on the ground, and more people who the more the UFC and the MMA world grows, more and more people are going to learn how to fight, on the ground just by watching TV. They'll figure it out. Um, it's crazy to just sit there and talk to fans, and they are never stepping on the mat ever in their life, but they know every submission. They know how to do it. They can break it down, and it's pretty cool. So, which can be super dangerous as well, because you get somebody who doesn't know what they're doing could kill you. You know, put you in a rear naked choke, not knowing it takes 4 seconds to put somebody to sleep, and it hold you a little bit longer than that. You messed up. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
I literally can understand what you're talking about. I competed on a Saturday and I jumped in the white belt class in jujitsu, and my shoulder hurt more from the white belt class than the competition. I was like, because they yank in the nervous
Oh yeah.
energy, and I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. I'm literally I spar with every level at our gym. Like we have beginners, we get intermediate, we have advanced, and I'm the best guy to spar with. But the beginners are the most dangerous, dude. If I'm in a camp, I will not spar with our beginner or our very green guys because they'll hurt you. They'll do some kind of takedown, do it wrong. Next thing you know, you're twisting a knee. So our
Mm,
pro guys during camp, we stay away. We stay away from the beginner guys, and it takes years to learn control and know what you're doing and how to do it. It takes repetition after repetition after repetition to learn it and to learn control. Like sparring with beginners, they try to rip your head off. It's like, dude, chill. I'm not going to kill you,
right.
but it's just nerves and a lot of things, kind of involved in that makes them kind of spastic. So, but yeah, man, you got to be careful.
Well said. Yeah, some people treat it like it's their UFC main event. You, my friend, have been
Yeah,
in many UFC main events. You're incredible.
thank
One of the biggest fights you've been in, UFC 205, one of the greatest fights of all time, needs to be talked about a lot more. Tyron Woodley had his arm around your neck, and I'm not going to mention any media members that
you.
were his co-host at the time who were cheering for him. They were a little unprofessional, but then when you popped out, I think I gave a fist pump. Incredible grit, will, heart, which characteristics that you can't teach. Talk to me why you are not worried about Gabriel Bonfim's ground game. I mean, you've had the gorilla himself, Chris Weidman, and I believe it's some other college wrestlers when I see you guys take the pics at the gym who have just been like on top of you, grabbing you, trying to
Yeah,
choke
man.
you out. And talk to me why you are well prepared for Saturday night.
Well, I've got the best guys to be able to train with. My buddy Gino Morelli, who wrestled for Penn State, right there
Ooh,
with Bo Nickel.
nice.
Um, Collegiate wrestler, very good jiu-jitsu, undefeated in MMA, my weight class. My buddy Weston Wilson, who also fights in the UFC, he's got guillotines for days. This guy, I'm pretty sure he's got like 9 wins in a row, and it's like straight chokes.
Wow.
Chris Weidman throwing me around. I had Lorenz Larkin come in to help me train for this fight. I had Roy McDonald come in and help me train for this fight. I had my jiu-jitsu coach Brad Strain, who's a black belt under my brother-in-law Carlos Machado, um, helping me with this fight. So just those names said tells you that I'm prepared for this.
You know what I love is that Rory, even though he's hung up the gloves, and you never know, he's still young enough and smart enough to jump back in there if he so wants to. But it speaks to your character that what you give, you get. That you gave, I'm sure, Rory your time back in the day, and now he's giving you his time, and that just speaks to what type of character the Thompsons are. So I just a thumbs up on
Well,
that
thank
part.
you, man. That really means a lot, and that's kind of the I guess legacy that I want to leave behind when my career is done is not just being one of the best strikers in the UFC, but just being a good human being, being somebody that other people can look up to. Like I got 600 kids more back home that watch every move that I make, and being an influence in them that you can win with integrity and honor, and you can lose in the same way.
Mm.
You know.
And that's so important in today's day and age. I was very satisfied that could be won at 229 against Connor just because of the what it would have meant to the generation upcoming if they saw that the trash talking led to the ultimate victory. So things balance itself, and you, my
Yes,
friend, are
sir.
always in balance more than Danielson. I don't know that.
Karate
I don't
Kid,
know why
baby.
I thought he was
Wow.
holding plates in my head, but I'm like, he's not. Stephen Thompson, you have a lot on your plate, especially post 8:30 a.m. on Friday. I appreciate your time. Thank you as always for just being a gracious human being. Good luck this Saturday. Have fun.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.